All right, we're on hole number 5 of the Paradise Islands tournament. We're in Monday's practice round in the rookie division, and it is definitely a practice round. So if you're looking for perfect shot setup and demo of the absolute perfect shot, this is probably not the day to watch the videos. The whole deal about Monday is trying to figure out what clubs and what balls we're going to bring. Like, what club am I looking for? What ball am I looking for to get me into the spot? And when I get into that spot, what's my look? I mean, is that the way I want to come at it, or did I work really hard to get into that spot and then that shot sucks? So trying to figure out exactly where we want to get so that we can establish what I need for a secondary club. And that is the only thing I'm really looking at on Monday. There's other things that I can pick up. If I hit some perfects going into the hole, I can go back and look at those, and that'll give me a jump start on my wind adjustments later on in the week. But today it's all about which direction am I going at the hole? What ball and club am I bringing to get out there? So hole number 5. Hole number 5 is Oasis. Hole number 8. All right, I'm definitely going to, I don't know why I keep taking pictures. I keep taking pictures because I got a new pen, and it works a little bit different than the old one. So if you're coming over to the left, you need to get past that line because there's trees there. So you have an unobstructed view to the green. Otherwise, you'll have problems, like serious problems. It's a bitch to try and get around those trees. So try and get on the left-hand side of that line. I'm going for, there is a shot that I did in pro, and I did this shot twice. And with an extra mile, you can get up into this corner right here, and you've got one bounce here, you got one bounce here, and you got one bounce, and you'll bleed off, and there's no overpower, and you'll end up right in front of that shadow. You got a nice clear shot with your long iron. Somewhere in the mid to max range, eking towards max. Here, I'm going to try and land over here and try and get to the front so that I can get into my minimum short iron. And I'm going to accomplish that feat with an extra mile and a kingmaker. And I'm bringing a Hornet as my secondary club. I got to get used to how that new pen works. It works a little bit different, but my subscription for the recorder came up, and it's $60. And the only special thing that I use in their stuff is that pen. So I went and got a free one. If I can't have the pen, I mean, I'm in big trouble if I can't have the pen. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for clubs. Extra mile. Kingmaker. I still haven't decided on the rough bump, the hole number 4 that I played, whether I may come at that with the driver. Maybe. Extra mile, Kingmaker, Hornet. Those should be the only things that I need. Off we go. Today is just all about going out and really kind of intuitively playing the hole, not expecting anything. All I'm doing right here is just making sure that I got the right clubs, and I'm thinking about it in the right way as far as which way to come at it. There's several of the holes in this tournament I'm doing max overpower hook shots, and today it's all about trying to go back to where I was set up the last time we played this and start at that point and then start the process of dialing it in. And typically it takes about 3 shots on those to dial it in. And then it just becomes a stock shot. And that's exactly where I want to end up. A little more to the left, and it doesn't have to be quite that far out there. Okay, it's 1.9, which is 2.1's a ring, so that's right at about a ring. And I'm going to lean just a little bit to the left so that that second bounce clears that rough to the right just a little bit more. Isn't it perfect? And if I hit it great to the left, I clear it on the first bounce, but I may hit it on the second bounce right there. So by putting a little bit of curl in it like that, if you hit a great to the right, the first landing zone, you have plenty of room, you'll hit great to the right. But the curl and stuff and the side spin's still taking effect of the ball. And even though you hit the first bounce to the right, the second bounce is not going to be as far to the right because you had all that right hand stuff. And so it just gives you a little bit of breathing room in there. Definitely do not want to use overpower. You'll see people bring in their thorn and bring in stuff and trying to backspin it in here, but I really think that I love backspin shots because you can always be close, but the deal is that you're always close, and I want to be in the hole. And so they're unpredictable because there's so much movement going on the ball. I want to make sure. It seems like the last few times I was here, I was like a little short, and I want to go. I'm in mid club, so it's 1.75 per ring. Where am I at in my club? Let's not do that. There's minimum. So I am pretty close to mid. It's at 1.75 per ring, so a 2-ring pull is 3.5. I don't know if I'll get it off in time. Hitting it perfect. It seems like I've been a little short like that. Like even if I was on trajectory right there, it would have been one of those ones that just stopped right at the cup. It seems like the ball guide needs to come out. Like normally you kind of terminate right at the ball guide, right at the cup, but it seems like it's not hitting. We have a lot of those ones. We see them all the time where the ball guide's lying where your ball guide needs to terminate a little short of the cup, and then it rolls out. And that one right there, it seems like it's getting caught up a little and it's not wanting to roll out. The fear is if you get too far past it, then it'll, you hit and then it slams into the flagpole. So there's that really happy medium of where like you're pin high. This is the first time I'm going to practice this hole every freaking time I get it because we want to work this wind out. I'm going to need to bring up our Guardian. I'm going to do a 40% wind adjustment. So that's 4, that's 1.2. That's 4, that's 5. I'm going to do a 5-ring pull. I'm going to try a 40 just to see. I'm going to take a swing at it with just a max ring adjustment. Hitting it perfect. In the walkthrough, I said 20, but I'm pretty sure that the number that I was using was 40. And I think it was a huge swing at it. And the deal there is I had to start way up high on that rough because I didn't have enough backspin. So it's definitely a Guardian on this hole. I don't know which hole this is. It's one of the ones coming up. It's either... Oh, it's got to be hole number 6. So I'm going to just put Guardian on there right now. I have no idea which ball or any of that stuff. And I'm pretty sure I've used the Guardian here in the past because you need lots of backspin. The more backspin, the merrier. I have a little bit of room. -12 is the minimum score that we're looking for. Just a nice, easy round, not picking anything up. So just going out there and just shooting the holes, you're looking at -12. So if you can go out there in the practice round and work out the details, get out there in the qualifying rounds and start really focusing on the shots that you're trying to pick up because you've got the minimum score in the bag. You're coming into the tournament with a -24, and that's the minimum score. That's just shooting. I know it sounds really weird. It's like I just shooting a thing, but look at like in your qualifying bracket. Like if you shot the minimum score of 12, you'd be in the top 3 right now. Now not everybody's finished, but the deal is that puts you up there very nicely. So now you can really start working on it. I've got plenty of room here to. I don't want to get a -3 or a -4 and end up qualifying. So I want to make sure I stay as close to 0 as possible. All right. That was hole number 5 of the Paradise Islands tournament in Monday's practice round in the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.